Okay, we're good to go. Good evening, everyone. Okay, we're good to go. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, irrespective of your region, from Nigerian region, the African region, the African time. I welcome each and every one of you to today's another edition of the podcast show, which we're going to be taking like less than 1 hour. We'll be done for today. It's just a little more less of what we're going to be learning from last week Thursday, a continuation of what we learned last week Thursday. And we don't know what we learned last week Thursday is how to manage, how to live below your means. That was our last week conversation. So today we're having one interesting conversation. If you are first timer on our YouTube channel, we welcome you, appreciate you, and we also would love you to hit on the click on the subscribe button. And our YouTube channel is the blunt reality. Do well to click on the subscribe button. Do well to follow us. We have a target to meet this month before the end of this month. Send somebody, share it to people, and from your contact list, let them share it to people to follow, to give me a follow back, and give me a subscribe back. So we wish to hit like 100 subscribers before the end of this month. But I cannot achieve it without you and your referrals, without you and the people you refer to me that wants to enjoy one of the things we give out, what we do best. So today we're going to be talking about don't confuse luck with skills, because some people will be like, why did Daniela choose this kind of conversation? Why did the blunt reality choose this kind of conversation? Yes, because there are difference between luck and skill. So most people misinterpret these two things, and they feel it is luck, whereby some cases it is skills that pay true. So some cases it is luck. So how do you differentiate it? I'm going to be using a particular name, a particular personality, and the name I'm going to be using is Alex. I'm going to be using Alex as a name to describe the things you need to know about and the differences you need to know about luck and skills, so as you not to confuse yourself. And I know as you're going to be listening, you're going to learn one or two. Hey, Lex Junior, you're welcome to our podcast show. You're going to be learning one or two things before the end of the podcast. So, do you know the difference between skills and luck? This is the right time for you to know. So you don't need to misinterpret some certain things that is going to come across, or you come across in your point of your life, and you'll be like, okay, it is my luck that made me got this particular thing. Meanwhile, you don't know if it is your skill, and meanwhile it might not be your skill. Meanwhile, it might be your luck. So let's get it down. So we're going to be using a character named Alex as my story for today. So I'm going to be telling you, oh Jesus. So Alex has always been fascinated by stock markets. A self-taught investor, he spent countless evenings reading articles and watching videos, eager to unravel the of investment. His early forays into the market proved to be highly successful. After investing in few tech stocks that skyrocketed in value, Alex felt invisible. The thrill of watching his investment grow ignites a deep confidence within him, a deep confidence, a deep confidence in his ability. He began to believe he had mastered the art of investing. So what is it about Alex? Alex have this, when you have confidence about what you're doing and you see that what you're doing is paving up really, really well, what you're going to do, you'll be excited about it, right? But do you know that overexcitement can make everything go down? So let's hear what really happened to Alex along the line, and which we're going to be differentiating what skills is and what luck is. So if you're here and you're first time on our YouTube channel, please hit on the subscribe button. We want you to click on the like button and also hit on the subscribe button, because we're going to be learning today, not just you learning and also me learning. We're all learning, and that is the real reality of the podcast and the real reality of the channel. We are blunt and we are real. We say it to the core, what it is and how it is and how it should be. So let's keep it up. However, that confidence soon tripped into overconfidence, tempted by the allure of high tech returns. Allure of high returns, Alex started to dive into speculative ventures, pouring significant amounts of money into risky stocks without the true research that had initially guided him. And this is one mistake people really will do. Overconfidence is bad. Do you know that? You might be doing this thing now. Let me see. Let me use an instantly. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my business. Let me use perfume business because something like that can happen to perfume business. So I have my perfume store, and then I make different brands of my perfume, different fragrance of my perfume, and then along the line it started paving up in the market store, the stock market. It started booming. It started going higher and higher. Me feeling on top of myself, I'd be like, oh, I have gotten to the top of the world. Then somebody come in and try to give me a new investment for me to go. Meanwhile, before I have invested, before I into a new thing, I used to do research. That is why it is important before you invest, before somebody who comes to tell you, oh, you need to invest in this, you need to do this, it's going to pay for it, it's going to do this to you, it's going to do this to you. Please make sure you research thoroughly. You don't need to give that person, don't be quick to give that person a feedback. Okay, it sounds so cool. Okay, let me give it a try. No, your instincts might be telling you give it a try, it might pay good. Exactly, we know that instinct can be right and can be wrong at times. But please do not ignore the fact that you need to research thoroughly on that particular business. Do not use that because of my skills in marketing, because of my skills in knowing the stock value, because of my skills in knowing the stock marketing when it's skyrocketing, and when it's depreciating. I could use that at any time. I could use that at any time. I could do this. Hi, Sylvester. You're welcome to our podcast show. You're welcome to our live stream. Please, if you're new to our live stream, please hit on the subscribe button. I welcome you, Madam 1589, to my podcast show, please. So now we're going back to what we're talking about, knowing the difference between skills and luck. Do not confuse the both. So I'm using the character name Alex at the meantime. So now, before you invest in anything, how do you do your research? You need to do your research. What's your name? My name is the_blunt reality. That's my name on my YouTube channel. So when you check it, you check the market value of that particular investment you want to do. That investment you want to do, you have to check it, research, go through it at all times. Like go through it, go through it at all times. Like read it and know what is the stock value of this particular investment somebody is bringing to me. You know, it might sound so good, it might sound so beautiful. The plans might be so beautiful, but see, do not be carried away with those words. Try to do your research. If you cannot get anything, if you don't get anything, you have business partners too. The ones that are intelligent. That is why I used to tell people surround yourself with intelligent friends. Surround yourself with friends that are intelligent, friends that are ready to research or do one or two research about some certain things and give you results. So then you can go and meet your friend and ask your friend, do you have any idea about this particular business? How does it work? And your friend can get the actual thing you are not even seeing towards that angle. So your friend, who it might be your business partner, but you must surround with intelligent people. You must surround yourself with people that are comfortable with the level they are, because it's two different things. There is a friend that is willing to push themselves higher than the level they are, and there are friends that might have it and they feel comfortable at that level. Do not surround yourself with such friends that feel comfortable with that level. Surround yourself with testy friends to get higher. Surround yourself with friends that they are not greedy, but they are testing to make it more than the level they are. That is another thing we're going to be going. So let's go back to what Alex was going through. So Alex started to dive into, okay, without the thorough research that had initially guided him. That was where we start. So the initial success clouded his judgment, and he overlooked the essential principles of prudent investment, which we just talked about right now. Then came the market correction. Suddenly, the stock he had invested in began to plummet. When we talk about plummet, something began to come down. Understand? Began to plummet. And Alex found himself facing substantial losses because he did not research. He used his skills. He think his skills is going to pave way for him. You understand? It's going to pave way for him, and in all the turns he has been making it in the market stock and everything. So it was harsh awakening. He realized that luck had played significant role in his earlier triumph and that his overconfidence had led him astray. Now we got the two difference between luck and skills. There is some things in market stock you might be lucky when it comes to like market skyrocketing, increase in your demand, and increase in your profit and everything. But it takes skills for you to be able to determine that particular thing. It takes skills for you to know what I mean about skills. It takes skills for you to be able to identify that, okay, this particular market, what if I do my thing like this? How is it going to work? I know you have the skill. You have the skill to market anything. You have the skill to convince people. You have the skills to push what is demanding to the stock market. You understand? That is you having that skill. But it takes luck to make that thing. It's either two ways, two things is involved. When you skyrocket, when you bring in your skills, it takes luck to make that particular thing you are investing in huge success. Do you see the two difference? Your skills can make you actually invest in something, push you, bring new inventions, you understand? But it takes luck to actually sell it out. Despite the fact you are good in negotiating price, even if you're good in negotiating, even if you're good in selling out things, it takes luck for you to be able to actualize that thing and even see that in skyrocketing. That is one two different. And between what Alex encountered, Alex used his skills and overconfidence in his skills made him to miss the essential part of researching some particular item, researching some particular goods which he wanted to sell, which is no, he feels like it is his skills that has been taking him all this while without him knowing that it was luck that was playing a role in what skills he had to give out to the world. So that is another one. So rather than allowing himself to become disheartened, Alex took a step back, determined to reassess his strategy. That is the power. It is not everybody that is a win-win-win-win thing. There is sometimes you're going to lose, but do not engross yourself in that loss. Do not engross yourself in that loss. You just what you have to do is take time, restrict your back, just come back. It's okay for you to just like try to recover. It's okay for you to just try to it's okay for you to just try to say, okay, I want to take my step back. Maybe let's use an instance with cryptocurrency. With what crypto has been skyrocketing in the market store, playing up and down, the decrease, the increase, and everything. High growth. Please click on the subscribe button, please, and also tap on the like button. I love you people for coming by and stopping by on the podcast. I love you all. So, let's use cryptocurrency for example. When you invest in crypto, it is skills that made you to know that okay, this particular thing is actually going to pay off. Okay, then when you invest, it's a two-way thing. It's either luck hits you or you lose your money. So when luck always continue to shine on you, and you did not recall that it is luck who has been playing a role in all the things that you have been doing, then you feel it is your skill that has been paving way for you. The moment you go and invest in a wrong cryptocurrency, a wrong blockchain, then you know that it's going to depreciate, right? When you depreciate, it hits you when you start losing and losing and losing, what will you have to do? You have to come back. Do not invest immediately again. You have to return your step back, re-strategize again. Think of another strategy which you're going to use. Think of what you have missed out. Whatever you've missed out, you try to correct those things. That is what we're going to be talking about. Adam, cars. Okay, you're using cars as an example. Cars also is something. When we talk about cars, there are cars that are in stock and they are paving way in stock. The high demand of it has make market stock of cars skyrocket. So, the dollar aspect again is another way of you thinking of how to invest. So, I welcome each and every one of you to Daniela's podcast show while we continue. So, we're using the character name Alex. So, now Alex recognized the importance of diversification as a critical lesson from his experience. Investing all his resources in speculative stock has had proven to be a precarious approach, and he needed to adopt a more balanced portfolio. So what did he have to do? By spreading his investment across different sectors. That was one thing Alex had to determine himself in doing. One, he invested a whole lot of money in one particular stock. Instead of him making research, instead of him not wasting money on one particular stock, for him to try different things at one time, as he usually do, spreading his investment in different sectors, in different market sectors. You could spread your investment in shares, you could spread your investment in any other thing differently, but you need to not to invest totally every of your income in one stock. So that is what he's talking about. So he could mitigate risk and protect himself from future market fluctuation, because when you spread your investment in different sectors, when one is experiencing depreciation in market stock, one among the five investments you have done, one is going to skyrocket. That is how market is. One or two is going to skyrocket, and you might recover your losses from one of those two. And then those ones that have been losing, you will not pay much attention to it, because this market strategy is very, very risky. You might think this money is depreciating and you are losing. Then you have to be very fast. You don't think too much. Don't think too. What you are thinking is about that losses. But if you have different investment plan you've done, you know that all those ones that are skyrocketing might give you a little financial stability. Then you're not going to think much. It will allow you to leave those ones that are losing, you are having lost in. And then those ones you're having lost in, do not be too quick to go withdraw. You might leave it. It's experiencing some challenges in other competitors, other competitors being ahead of him. So he's experiencing some losses. And then the people in charge of those things are looking back, stepping back, and looking at some more strategies for them to use, implement to make the market level rise up again. So if eventually you've seen some cases of when you invest in the market stock, a particular crypto chain, and then when it's depreciating, most people are so quick. Jesus. Most people are so quick. When I mean are so quick to go withdraw that their market, that their stock, to withdraw their money, their finances in it. And immediately they withdraw it. It don't even take up to like 1 month, 2 months. Then you see the market level of that thing will skyrocket double, and then they'll start having regret. Oh, I wish I knew, I would have not withdrawn it, I wouldn't have. So such a thing used to happen in market value and in market stock. So for you to avoid such scenarios, you need to know your strategies. It's not everything is not about skills. Skills and luck goes hand to hand. So do not misinterpret it. Understand? So let's continue. But Alex understood that strategy alone wasn't enough to pave way for him. He committed himself to ongoing education about investing. So one lot of things when I see people like, I need to invest in this, and I will ask you, how much more do you know about this particular thing you are investing it? It is not about this person talking about it, and the way people are going to sell out things can be so sweet, can be so good. You will never see, you will never even imagine that this thing is going to depreciate. You know, people are very good in marketing and selling out things. So you don't fall victim of it. If you have gone an educational background or you have done your research properly, you will not fall victim on it. So let's continue. After when Alex found out what actually be happening, hey Solomon, you're welcome to the podcast show. So we continue. He read extensively, enrolled in investment courses, and sought advice from experienced investors who had weathered their own market ups and downs. Engaging with mentors and learning from their insight allowed him to grasp the nuances of the market better. There's some people that pride can kill them, this part of things, because you have been doing good in market stock and everything, you've been good, you're wealthy. So you see that every decision you make is the final say, every decision you make is right. And then when you experience losses, pride kills people. So even if before you invest in anything, if it means you to go lower to ask people, it's okay for you to ask questions. It's okay for you to research. Do not carry it on your own that okay, this thing is gonna do. My instinct is telling me it is going to pave way. If you follow your instincts, most time instincts can be right and wrong and can put us to a whole lot of depression. Instinct can push us to losses. You understand me? So let's not just dispute that fact. So it's okay for you to read. If you know that you want to go into investment, you need to be investing to make more money. See, one thing you have to be doing. Hey, Digital now, welcome to the podcast. One thing you have to be doing is go and read more. Exercise your YouTube channel. Hello, exercise your YouTube channel. Read more on investing. Learn. Oh, it's a birthday! Happy birthday to you, beautiful. Welcome to the podcast. I'm going to wish you a happy birthday after it. Okay. So, see, you need to learn how to research, ask questions, listen to people's other side, know how they pave through their ups and downs of market stuff. That is what Alex had to do. Alex learned the hard way, so you need to go back, educate yourself more again about how to strategize, how to do some strategies or the skills, how to implement the skills and pave it with luck on market stock. So we continue from where Alex stopped. So through these processes, Alex learned to appreciate the role of luck in investing because most people don't acknowledge the role of luck in investing. Do you know that, right? So he acknowledged that the market is inherently unpredictable. That is one thing you need to know about market stuff. It is unpredictable. You can never predict what it's going to be tomorrow. What people are always doing is predicting it like is a 50-50. They will tell you, okay, this is what, just like Bet Nigeria. Let's just bet Nigeria for the main game. Bet Nigeria will bring something for you to predict, like this sporty game, Spotify, or all these things they call it, and then sporty bets and all these things. They will tell you to predict who is going to win, and most people will be going on putting their values on particular stock. And to you, you're going to think that okay, this particular team is going to win. This is the high demand of it. This is the high exchange of it. People are investing in this particular team. This team are going to win. You are predicting it is a 50-50, and thereby it is the other team that win, and that other team now had low investment in it, low people tagging into it. So what she's gonna do? You understand what it is now. So that other one skyrockets, the market value is going to skyrocket and it's going to add. And everyone that chooses that particular team gets to get their money in return back in exchange of what they invested. You know what it is. And those that invested in the high demand of it get to their value, and the market value gets to depreciate, and then they end up losing all their money. So that is the tricky part of game. That is the tricky game in investing and market value. Thank you so much, Digitunia. To everyone out there that is first, if you're a newcomer on my YouTube channel, which is the underscore blunt reality, please do well to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're on live me here as Daniela, and my live me ID is 102375965. You could come click on my follow button and also click on the subscribe button of my live me channel, my live me streaming app on live me streaming app. Please hit on the share button, drop your star point on the YouTube, hit on the share button, drop, make sure you tap on the like and share and subscribe button. I love each and every one of you. So let's continue with what Alex actually experienced. So, Alex acknowledged that the market is inherently unpredictable and no amount of skill could eliminate uncertainly entirely. No amount of skill can eliminate that. So, what did they do? With this newfound understanding, he developed a more resilient approach. He developed a more resilient approach on to investing, on that one that balances skills with a healthy respect for the market unpredictability. So there you go. Today, Alex continued to navigate the stock market with a clearer perspective. He has transformed his early lesson into a foundation for long-term success, focusing on informed decision making and diversifications. So his journey serves as a testament to the power of resilience and adaptability in investing, showing that even setback can lead to growth and greater wisdom in the pursuit of financial success. So you understand? So people will be like, I need to keep investing, I must make my money, I need to keep investing. Hi, Triple I DJ, you're welcome to the podcast. Many people will be like, I need to keep investing. This is how it always be on all this sporty game and soccer game and everything. So this is how it usually be. When you lose, you will try to invest more. You try to invest more. You need to recover your money, but no, it only takes those that have wisdom to go back and strategize and go back and look at, okay, I need to ask people that have been doing this research and know how these people play this game. How did they tend to win in sporty? How did they tend to win in bets Nigeria? How did they know the stock value? How did they get their money? How did they win? You understand? You're not a fool for doing that. You understand? And then when just you don't need to invest again. You need to acquire those knowledge, gather them up. Then when you gather all those knowledge up, and bet me, when you start going in those things, luck will always be hitting on you because you have be able to combine the both things together and hit the stock market. So that is how it is in stock market. Hi, Triple IDJ. Please, you're welcome to the podcast. Share the live just to start point. And we're talking about the differences between skills and luck. For one, not to confuse skills and luck together. So, using on it, and it is easy to attribute success to skills and failures to bad luck in finances. However, the law emphasizes the importance of recognizing the fine line between luck and skills. Understanding this distinction is crucial for making informed decisions and avoiding overconfidence in your abilities. I'm gonna use this thing as instance. You bring in a particular goal. Let's use what is trending now, the high value, the most high value substantial goods that is skyrocketing in market value, solar. You see solar now. There is a time when solar panels and solar, all these materials about solar skyrocketed in market value. So, and then you have this overconfidence that, oh, battery has been skyrocketing and everything. That is why I always embrace China. You see, China, they have this wisdom. They research, they don't just produce things. So China saw that. Let me use these two differences. China saw that, yes, solar energy, distribution of solar materials, solar panels, solar batteries has paved way in Nigeria. And they took advantages of what we lack in Nigeria, and they saw that what we lack so very well is electricity, and everybody is eager to have that electricity. Every Nigerian citizen is hunger to have it. They invested in it, and they brought in solar systems. They brought in they first of all bring in solar panel, solar battery, all this thing. They saw that this is how the thing is. So a lot of people invested in it. What did they do? They go back, their market value reduced because they open eyes to a lot of Nigerians who know how to invest. Instead of those Nigerians to go back and check what are the things these solar people, these China people could produce this. What is this thing I need to produce also that will hit their market stock and will make them to bring a new inventory into the system? You know, China had to go back and then they come back again with full force. They started producing solar bulbs, solar fan, solar materials, and then Nigerian had to produce solar wires, solar insulators. Do you see the way they strategize? The two competitors, they're competing. So then what happened next? The next thing China had to invent again is solar generator. And that solar generator has been making a little gradual way into Nigerian stock. Has been making way into Nigerian stock. So what you have to do, if you are a person, one thing about investment is it's okay for you to have the wisdom on what to invest in, but it also takes finances to move that your investment to the next level. You know that. And it will take luck to put that your skills in spotlight. Let's just use an instance now. My podcast show, I have the wisdom, I have the capacity to speak to people, I have the tendency to interact with people. But is luck on my side? Not always. I have to recognize the aspect of when luck pave ways in my live stream. When luck hits me, my views skyrocket, my views increase. That is luck speaking, paving way. But when my skills without my luck, it makes my podcast be like, okay, my podcast is a little bit down, but I don't give up on it. Strategize, we go back, think of the certain things we need to do, things we have to do, what we have to do, what we need to do, and then come back with another energy. That is how it is. I know that most people will be like, oh, Daniela, you had a really new change in your podcast this year and everything. See, strategy with skills and luck is not something you have to underestimate. It's not something you need to underestimate. You are not beautiful, you're not handsome, you don't have all the wisdom. If you want to check the person that invented solar and everything to Nigeria, he's not more educative. You understand it? So there are things we need to know. There are things we need to be subconscious about. Hi, Ifrine. If this is your first time of coming to our YouTube channel, please hit on the subscribe button, share the live, and drop a like while we continue. We're almost there. So, going back to what we're talking about, by acknowledging the role of chance in financial outcome, you can build a more resilient and sustainable wealth building strategies. That is one of it. So, luck refers to events or circumstances that happen by chance and are often beyond our control. So, sometimes luck will be beyond our control. You just imagine that somebody comes on my live broadcast now that is on the streaming platform which I am on live streaming platform, and the person comes and throw a big gift. Oh, that's luck. And it skyrocket. All the viewers there to try to come in, and that way or the other, you could also teach some people one or two things. You understand? So these are understanding when luck hits you, when luck comes by. That is another thing we need to talk about. Oh my goodness. I need to do my podcast already. And in investing and in wealth creation, luck can significantly influence outcome, both positive and negatively. Skills involve knowledge, experience, and decision-making ability. While skills is essential for navigating financial markets, luck can play a significant role in determining short-term success. It is crucial to understand that Past success might not necessarily reflect skills alone. When you attribute your success solely to skills, you may develop an inflated sense of confidence. Please do not attribute all your solemnity self, like do not attribute your success or your success to anything, to your skills, that you know it all. You have overconfidence in one particular thing. No, give room to learn, give room for losses, give room. It's not every time you win. There are times things doesn't go the way it goes. There are times when things doesn't go the way we plan. So what do we have to do? We don't have to give up on ourselves. We need to recognize that yes, there are things we need to work on, there are things we need to learn more. Try to build yourself in learning, acknowledging some certain skills. Try to build yourself that you are going to do better. Try to build yourself and make sure you want to learn from those that are below. Understand? Or those that are way upper than you, that have been there, they have seen things, they pave way, and they're able to manage through scarce and beautiful moments. So that is what we're talking about. When you attribute when you attribute your success solely to skills, you may develop an inflated sense of confidence. This overconfidence can lead to risky decisions, such as making large investments based on recent success without adequate research. Just like we're talking about, by not recognizing the role of luck, you may ignore the risks involved in your strategies. This oversight can lead to significant losses when the market turns against you. So, strategies to balance skill and luck. I'm going to be saying three strategies because of time, and we're going to go off, and I need to go recover myself because I'm actually not, you understand, I'm under the weather, but I need the show to go on. I need people to learn from this, and I also need to learn from my own research to learning. What I learned, I also want to share out again. So, strategies to balance skills and luck. I have three strategies I'm going to mention, the most important ones. The first one is stay humble, the second one is learn from mistake, and the third one is diverse your investment. So I'm going to be starting with stay humble. Hi, Harris, you're welcome to the live podcast. Do it to share the live. Help me with your star points and everything. So I love you. Thank you very much. And so, stay humble. Acknowledge the role of luck in your financial journey. Recognize that while you may have skills and knowledge, unpredictable events can influence outcomes. Maintaining humility will help you make more rational decisions. You understand what something there about? Some people, when they start making money, you see their pride increase because they're already making money. They're sure that it's going to be broad like this. Nobody can bring it down. You need to stay humble. When you are humble, your senses are calm. So when something is happening with your skills and the luck, it's going to pave way for you. But if you're too overconfident, you're going to make irrational decisions that will make you to lose. Understand me? You're just like a businessman. You're into business and you diversify in different markets. You are the one producing these different markets is your brand. And you know, among this market, there's a particular one that's going to be skyrocketing. The market value and the demand for that one is going to be, and you might hit more, you might hit profit increase with that particular product. So what do? You don't be overconfident because you see in market, people get to know you through one product. It is through one product that made your business visible to market stock. And with that one product, other people started diversing to entering into trying your other product and seeing that it's good. When you have overconfidence in that particular product, remember there will be competitors are going to come and rise and want to compete with that your product, that your market. And then what do you have to do? You don't need to neglect some certain things. You don't need to pull down and fold your hands back and say, okay, my quality and your quality can never, you can never outstand my quality. That is what happened to Milo. You see, Milo, Cadbury Choco, Cadbury Limited. This is one of the things that happened to them. They had overconfidence in themselves when Milo was skyrocketing in market value. The market value of Milo was high. They have this overconfidence in them that nobody can outstand them. Little did they know, Bonvita came in. Bonvita came in. Bonvita also did that. See, it takes people that have humility in them to understand what I'm trying to talk about. Because sometimes Bonvita came and felt that they were in top of the world. In Nigerian industry, I'm talking about Nigeria now, right now, what is happening in our market stocks. I could be mentioning different products with the overconfidence they had. I could mention a whole lot what actually made their market value depreciate. So because of that quality, Bonvita came in. Bonvita have this extra confidence in them. Nobody can miss them or nobody can outshine them. Overteen came in. Overteen came in. Overteen came in. And they were thinking, oh, nobody can outshine them and everything. But you know what made Milo outstanding is because they had to go back, these guys, work on themselves and try to, they see that, okay, this particular person, this particular brand are trying to give people a lesser quality with a lesser price, and that's what people are rushing into because of the lower the price it is. Okay, what are we going to do? They went back with strategize and maintain their quality. You see it, they maintained their quality, but they reduced the production. Try to see one or two things what they were missing out, and then they came back again. At one particular month in a year, that was 2 years ago, Milo was scarce. And then later on, they came back with full force and they maintained that quality. That is one outstanding thing about Cadbury Choco in Nigeria. Milo is still outstanding and still outshining with them because nobody can beat that quality they have. They might reduce the quantity in their products, but the quality still stays. So that is why in market value, when you go to buy something, you have Milo, you have Bonvita, you have Ovaltine, you have Rich Choco, you have every other chocolate that is coming up. But each and every chocolate had to, Bonvita too had to maintain their own strategy. They maintain their own quality. They see that, okay, this is what the demand of people, this is what they need. So these are market strategies. You don't just dive in. Even when you dive in and your market value start depreciating, don't be feel so overconfidence in it. So you see, Milo had to diversify. They now had to expand themselves. They started producing milk. They started producing every other substantial product. They started producing some certain different products, not just putting everything they have in Milo alone, the chocolate. They started bringing out pig milk, they started bringing out some pig, they started bringing out some milk, they started bringing out so many different products which people could buy because of their name. So that is one thing I need people to understand. A particular product can make your business go in spotlight. But that particular product, if you're not careful, the market value will depreciate. And once it depreciates, people will not be able to buy your other products which they know because they know you with one product, and then when you start bringing up new product, they want to give you try because they have tried out your first product, and then competitors are going to come. Then what do? You need to go back and look at the market value. Okay, it seems this particular product I produced, the market value has depreciated. Okay, instead of me to put more investment in this particular product, let me go and do more research and check my competitors and everything to see what they are doing. But for the meantime, I don't want my name to go off for market stock. Let me invest in other goods that are also good and promote them. That is another market strategy. them to the market stop. So that is staying humble, not overconfident. So number two is learn from your mistake. Use setbacks as learning opportunity instead of blaming bad luck to it. Analyze what went wrong and how you can improve your approach. This mindset foster growth and adaptability in your financial strategies. Just like what I just explained. I you stay humble and I explained learn from mistake, and I also explain diversify your investment. If somebody could understand what I mean, from stay humble, I was able to explain these three and break it down using different market products, different products that are in market stock, that are in market right now, that are booming, the ones that are in spotlights, the ones that are way ahead. That when you're talking about 1 to 10 products that is moving so fast in Nigerian industries, in market industry, in African industries, or even in foreign industries too. You understand? So that is how it is. So let's go to the last one, which is diversify your investment by spreading your investment across different asset classes. You can reduce the impact of luck on your overall portfolio. Diversification helps mitigate risks and balance the effect of both skills and luck. So that is what I'm going to be teaching each and everybody. That's what we're going to be learning. And say, knowing that the next one we're going to be having next week Thursday again is going to be a very interesting one. And we are on Thursday. You know, Thursday we talk about social media, stock marketing, and things that is trending, things that will help build you up, how to diversify most of your incomes and a whole lot of things. So this is a new topic that is coming on the keys to and the laws of money. So we just want to start. We started up last week on Thursday, which we talked about how the means to stay below your income, the means not to rise below your income, how to manage your income. We talked about it, and now today we talked about the do not confuse luck with skills. And next Thursday, we're going to be talking about know the difference between price and value. So, in connection with what we just finished today, and we're going to be talking about knowing the difference between price and value. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend as an investor, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend, a friend, a friend to come and learn from the Blonde Reality. We're on our YouTube channel. Click on our YouTube channel, go to your search button on your YouTube channel, search for the Blunt Reality, and then click on the subscribe button. Be the first people, first 100 people to see that the Blunt Reality is paving way, and let us keep the energy. Help us build up ourselves and build what we have in us. By we cannot do this without you, but we are actually aiming to have 100 subscribers. You could do well to help us share our link. You can share the name to your friends on your contact list. Tell them, oh, I like you to follow the Blood Reality, because recognizing skills and helping to make the person grow is another thing again, not just ignoring the person and everything. So help me and trying to give up my best to each and every one of you. So I suddenly love each and every one of you. I had to retire, even despite the fact that I know some people can see through me and know that this girl is down a little bit. So I'll see you people next week Thursday. And do not forget, we also have our podcast show every Sundays and Thursday, same time 9 p.m. to 10 10 p.m. Just always on 1 hour. We always try to hit it 1 hour or lesser than 1 hour. Some case might arise, we might go lesser than 1 hour again, a few minutes to 1 hour. But I love each and every one of you. Stay tuned. Join us again on Sunday. We're going to be having a very interesting new dimensional episode on Sunday. Bet me you're not going to lose it and you don't want to miss it. So I love you. Do not forget to hit on the subscribe button. Do not also forget on the live me channel. You can also watch my replay. You can also watch the live, even if you miss it. Do it to when you view it, when you watch it, do it to hit on the like button and subscribe button. Do not forget, and also do it to click on the follow button and subscribe to my page to live me. I love each and every one of you. See you.